Thank you again for coming back to Part of It Podcast. I'm here just trying to elevate your type of thinking, elevate those out there that want to listen to truth and not the lies that are being portrayed by our media, by our government, by the wickedness that we've allowed in the high places, in the places that wickedness should not be allowed on the throne of our presidency are some of the most wicked men and women that's ever been, that are allowing our children to be infiltrated by wickedness, wicked thoughts, wicked actions, wicked thinking, and allowing our children to hear the most wicked types of things on TV, the most wicked types of things, even in their churches, even across their school systems, across America, that we are allowing wicked people to make our children think that wickedness is that you can be wicked and be blessed at the same time. You cannot, nor are the wicked equal to the blessed. But they want your children to think that those that are blessed are wicked and those that are wicked are blessed. Even though your children are seeing all these girls through, OnlyFans, they're just wicked women across all states of media. There is more wicked women in this world at this point than men ever thought about being. They're allowing children to be taught the most wicked types of thinking and processing of information across schools, across colleges, across all types of different ways of communication. And women are bringing about wicked actions towards the children that they should love and try to protect. We are living in a society that is so downgraded itself only to try to uplift wickedness, to allow people to think that they are blessed when they are just wicked, evil, ungrateful, unthoughtful, lawless, without care, without love. Without God, you have no love. Without God, you have nothing. But the main thing is you have no love. Those that say they love without God in their life, without knowing the real, true God, not anything but the God of the Bible, is love. Everything outside of that is hate. Everything outside of that is wicked. Everything outside of that is nothing pure about it. We should not be teaching our kids nothing but God. Nothing but God in our world. If we want love, if we want peace, if we want the things that God gives, then you have to worship the God that gives it, not the wickedness of Satan, who only brings hate, that only brings lies, that only steals and destroys your communities. We have to understand that we have to have the real true God in our life that gives life, not death, not destruction, not drug dealers sitting on the side of the curb selling your kid drugs because you've not taught him or her what the hell is going on in this world. This world is evil, is corrupt, and it is corrupting our children. It is corrupting us. It is corrupting anything and everything that it possibly can. And it will continue to corrupt anything that it possibly can. We are living in a very bad time. in America, a very dark time in America. And we have to understand that. We have to understand that this life is only temporary. It's not a forever thing. We don't have a lot of time to understand these things. Your children don't have a lot of time to understand them because they're going to be corrupted before they can. Hello, Moto. We have to let these people know that we're not going to continue to allow our children to be manipulated, to be taught and snuffed out by wickedness. We have to understand that we are in a battle, and that if we keep thinking that everything is good, that everything is okay, that everything is going to be all right, your children are going to die and go to hell. Hell is real. Look around you. Look at how many suns are out there. Look at the sun and know there's a hell, okay? The sun's been around for billions and billions and trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of years. And guess what? It's been burning forever. For our life, forever. And there's plenty more hells to go to. There's plenty more places to go to with hell. Hell exists. And hell is where your children are going every day when you take them to these schools where they're teaching them nothing but bullshit about this world. This world is passing away. This world is not going to be here. It might not be here by the end of the day for some people, for thousands of people, for millions of people. This world will never exist again to those people. It might be you. It might be me. But it's not going to exist. These things don't matter. All this bullshit they're teaching your kids, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is God. God is over everything. God is the center of everything. Should be the center of your life. He should be the center of what you're trying to do every day to achieve. Trying to achieve where more and more people understand who God is and what God is. Not this fake religion that we have here in America and across the globe at this point. Across the whole entire spectrum is nothing but fakeness. Nothing real about it. Nothing substantial. Nothing that's gonna stand. Nothing is standing against this beast system. The churches have already been paid off. The churches are already been cleared. They're in clear and present danger, and they don't even know it. They're just lying to themselves. They're worse than most people out here in the world. They're lying to themselves about what's going on. They don't even want to be real. They want to be politically correct. They don't want to shout out in their churches that all the blacks that you see coming into your community are nothing but wickedness, unblessed, cursed. Accursed people have come into your land and are taking your jobs, taking your everything. Not because they're blessed, but because of your wickedness, the wickedness that you're doing in your own life. God will allow other things, other wickedness to take over. You have to come back to God, people. You have to come back to God and understand that your children are in danger. That your whole life is in danger right now. Screw all the shootings that are happening. Them things are going to happen. But you need to be focused on the eternal things. God is eternal. His love is eternal. But when we turn away from that and we think about too much about this world and what you're going to be doing down at the beach, or what you're going to be doing tomorrow, and you're not worried about nothing. You're not worried about nothing. And then all of a sudden the devil creeps in, and the next thing you know, your little boy's turned into the biggest sodomite that's ever been. Your daughter turns into the biggest sodomite that's ever been, because you've allowed You allowed wickedness into your home. You've allowed wickedness into your schools. You're allowing wickedness into your churches. You're allowing it. When they say that we're all equal, we're not all equal, people. We're not all equal. There are some that are cursed, some that are blessed, and some that are just wicked. Wicked will never be right with God. They're wicked. They have a wicked mind, a wicked state of mind. And they're just wicked, and they're going to continue to be wicked. And there's nothing you or I can do. They have lost all favor with God. They've lost all favor with everything. And now here we are trying to be a good person. We'd rather look good in front of people than tell people the truth. We would rather not tell people the truth. We'd rather say we're all blacks and whites and Mexicans and everything's all equal. Well, if that's the case, why did most of this country, when it was being built, and other countries being built, why was it that there was more righteousness than there is right now? Why? Because the more and more we allow all this other bullshit thought into our America, into our lives, we are allowing just wicked, wicked thoughts. Not godly thoughts, but wicked thoughts. Thoughts that we don't need a God. Thoughts that God comes in all different forms. He doesn't. He has a way about doing things. He has a way, he has a purpose and a plan, and it's never changed. It's never changing. The plan he had before Christ is the same plan he has today for your life, for your children's lives. And those out there that want to continue working, continue ignoring the facts that we are facing today about our society, those that want to keep ignoring the fact that they keep pushing us all to be equal. They want sodomites to be equal with your child. They want pedophiles to be equal with your children. They want wickedness to be equal with a child. Wickedness should not have any level, should not have any footing with children. Because when you put wickedness with children, you just get way more wickedness, way more destruction, way more death. And that's what we're getting. We've got a false sense of security right now. We got a false sense. I see all y'all out there. I see you all out there trying to be busy, trying to act like, you're so fucking important. You're not fucking important. What's important should be your children, should be what your children are being taught, what your community is doing to divert wickedness within the community. Not trying to pacify wickedness. Wickedness should never be pacified. Wickedness should never be nothing but snuffed out, destroyed, all the way to the root of it. It should never, ever be in your communities. You should never say, we're always going to have this. Because I want to tell you, there was a time and a place where there was never wickedness in your communities. Why are we now justifying allowing wickedness to rule in our communities? Why are we allowing wicked people to rule over us? We have to break the chains of this wickedness. We have to break the chains of what is happening within our world right now. And the only way to do that is to get closer to God, to understand God, and understand God has our back. We are allowed to go out there and fight wickedness head on. And all these people out here that say, oh no, we're not here to fight with flesh and blood, but only for powers and all this crap. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you don't start fighting with a lot more than just the principalities and all this, if you don't start taking some knocks, if you don't start taking some hits, if you don't start seeing some blood fly, then you ain't fighting, buddy. You ain't fighting, lady. All you're doing is pissing in the wind. And that's what most of you are doing, is just pissing in the wind. And when your little life is over, and at the end of your days, all you can say is, I pacified wickedness, and now I've accepted wickedness, and now my children are wicked, and now my grandchildren are wicked, and now all I can do is sit there and grovel in despair of what I see happen to my generations. Just generations of filth and bullshit and nothingness. Because guess what, people? When they die and they go to hell and they're sitting in eternity, you're going to grovel. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be You're going to be mourning the rest of your days when your children are dying, like most have, because people are just accepting wickedness. They're just accepting the way these sorry-ass teachers are teaching. They're just accepting everything that is happening within our world. And we're being told to accept people. We're being told to accept wicked people. We're being told that all this bullshit that we're hearing on TV and in the movies and in the on the radio, all this crazy rap music, all this crap music, it ain't nothing. It's just wickedness. And we're just absorbing wickedness all of our days. Everything, the country music, wicked. It's all wicked. Even the way they are trying to do Christian music these days, nothing but wicked piece of shit music. In this day and age, we have to stand up. In this day and age, we have to start putting blood on our fists. We have to start coming out of classrooms with blood on our fists. We have to start coming out of restaurants with blood on our fists. We have to start coming out of our comfort zone. We have to start being whatever. Call us whatever they want to call us. But I'll tell you one thing, you'll bet your ass to always call us Christians. They will know us as Christians. They will respect us as Christians, but we're going to have to put some blood on our fists. We're going to have to get some blood on our hands. We're going to have to get some blood on our faces. We're going to have to put some blood. We're going to have to get dirty. I'm tired of seeing clean-ass Christians walking around all clean like nothing's touched them. Buddy, Jesus was unclean. He walked in the bullshit. He walked under the bullshit. He came out of the bullshit. He was never trying to be clean. He was never walking around like he was somebody like all y'all damn sorry-ass Christians right now that ain't doing their jobs. All you do is want to look pretty and look like whores when you go to church, look like real fashionable men so you can fuck all the girls that's in your congregations. Because we know what's going on, people. We know what the pastors are doing. They're just fucking all the little girls, doing every wicked thing that they possibly can. And they're doing it. Because guess what? They're paid off. Just like I said, they're paid off. They've been paid off. They're pieces of shit. And you're all warming up to him. Oh, he knows the word so good. He knows the word so good. He's knocked up 4 women in the church. Oh yeah, and they all got abortions. Oh damn, but I mean, we love him. He's such a godly man. Oh, I love the godly woman. She's so good. She goes to her Bible study and has an ass-licking contest with all the girls. Because it's a girls-only meeting, and they all have ass-licking contests. I know what's going on. I've been in the small groups. I've seen it. I know what's going on. Oh, everybody gets in the small group, and then they all go to the strip club tomorrow. Wickedness is what I say. Wickedness will be snuffed out too. Because I'm going to keep saying it. That's all you can do with wickedness is snuff it out. And all those younger people that are listening to me, do not listen to the wickedness that you're being told, because all it is wickedness. And it will never stand in God's kingdom. It will never go across the valley. It will never make it to the other side. It will never make it. Get wickedness out of your mind. Get nothing but God in your mind. Put more God in your mind than you ever have, young person that's listening to this. Because I'm going to tell you something. They're trying to corrupt you. They're trying to make you think that you're something that you're not. They're trying to make you think that all this wickedness is all good. But it's not. It's all bad. And all it's going to get you is a straight ride to the other side in hell. That's all it's going to get you. So keep wanting to be that rapper. Keep wanting to be that drug dealer. Keep wanting to be that sorry son of a bitch that they want you to make. But I'm going to tell you something. It will never make it to the other side. And that person that's older, I'll tell you, keep listening to the same music you listened to when you was 19. Keep trying to be the same person you was when you was 18. Because you never grew. You never wanted to grow. You just wanted to be the sorry motherfucker and the sorry lady that you've always been. Just keep being it. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to get you to the other side. You're going to have to grow. You're going to have to become an adult and actually think like an adult. Become like an adult. Because I'm going to tell you something. The God that you're going to meet on the other side is not going to treat you any less than what you are. If you're an adult, you're going to be instructed like an adult where you're going to go. If you're a child, you're going to be seen as merciful, as innocent. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't get to thinking that you have plenty of time to figure this thing out, because nobody has plenty of time. And the time you think that you have plenty of time, you don't. Your life could change tomorrow. Your whole entire world can be flipped upside down on the top of its head. But I'm going to tell you something. Those that keep perpetrating wickedness, keep doing it, because you're not going to make it to the other side. You're not. My God, the God of this universe, the God of everything that you see and don't see and all that in between, is going to make it very clear that you made a very, very big mistake in your life when you did not accept Jesus Christ, when you did not truly accept Jesus Christ. There's plenty of people that say they accepted it, but they really didn't. They're just still doing the same old bullshit they was doing before. They're still saying GD like it's nothing. They're still saying this like it's nothing. They're still going out with their friends and having all kinds of sexapades and all kinds of bullshit. They never really accept it. I'm talking about those, though, that really want to accept God as their Lord and Savior. Those people, I pray for you every day. I pray for all of us that we would all become the extinguishers to wickedness, that we would not allow wickedness within our homes, within our communities, within our churches, within our schools. We should not accept it. We should not be trying to pacify it. We should call it out as it is, and then we should take care of it and deal with it, just as every society has done since the millennium. I thank you people for talking, allowing me to talk to y'all. I thank you people for those that are understanding my message. It's not a message of hate. It's a message of love. Love thy God, but thy wickedness shall be put under arrest. I thank you. God bless. Have a great day.